Hey, what's up, you guys? So, today I'm going to be talking about my mental health. He's concerned about me. He's actually concerned. Alright, he's gonna stay. So, the sun is going down, so my lighting might change. So if it does, that's why. So, this past week and a half that I haven't filmed or posted anything has been the week of my mental breakdown. And when I have a mental breakdown, basically I feel like it's usually over something, and for me it was school. So when I have a mental breakdown over school, for example, it's like, okay, I don't care anymore, and I'm done, and that's it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. That's it. So basically what happened was I was taking 3 classes because, I've explained this before, the way my school does it is 2 and then 2 and then 1 that overlaps the classes. And it was my second to last week of my 3rd class being a class, and I had just so much work for some reason, and it was hard things, not just quick things. And it's not that I procrastinated, because I don't really procrastinate for college, but I'm taking a financial class, and I'm good at math. I've always been in a year ahead in math, in high school and stuff. But with my financial class, I just have no idea what's going on at all. So I had this one assignment where it was kind of just homework questions, and it's just these very long problems. So I had 19 questions, and each, it wasn't just 19 questions, because for each question it was part A, B, C, D, E, F, that kind of a thing. And I had worked on it over a course of a couple of days. So I didn't just save it to the last day or whatever. I had been working on it. But by the time I had gotten through most of them, I was just so done, because this was my week of just a ton of stuff happening. And by the time I was working on these problems and not having any idea what was going on, I was just so done. So I was I'm just gonna submit this as it is and be done with it. And you should never do that, because you should just never do that. But my mom was talking to me later that day, and she was sometimes you just have to play the F it card and move on. And I've never done that in my entire life for anything. So I would say this was a fine time to just do this one time and then move on. So that's what I did. So that was that. But I think the reason that my mental health is so bad right now is it's not because of the coronavirus affecting me directly, because my college was already online. My job, YouTube, is already online. I'm an introvert. I don't want to go anywhere anyway. So everything in my life is basically the same. But I kind of think of my anxiety and stress tolerance as a battery on a phone. And when I am reading social media stuff and just seeing how people are stressed out and anxious and having problems and whatever because of the coronavirus, it's draining my stress and anxiety battery. So I have a less of a tolerance for myself to be anxious and stressed. And you can't just not go on social media. You could, but it's just coronavirus posts are just everywhere, and I don't know, it's just hard. It's unavoidable. So I think that's why I've been so just like mentally like not good. And like I don't want to like do anything. I have like no motivation for school right now. I just feel so burnt out and like I'm just like very done and I just want a break. And I think that's because I didn't have a spring break. I've just been like going since January. And I'm just like done. Especially because I have a class that I have no idea what's going on in it. So this is the part of the video where I tell you how I'm coping with it. Oh yeah, by the way, these are new glasses that I got. Luckily, we like had our eye exams before like everything like shut down, so I got my new glasses. So, I was like thinking about it, and this is like as bad as my anxiety has like ever been in like a while. Like the last time my anxiety was like this bad was in high school. That was like the downfall of my entire life. High school, it sucked. And okay, on top of this whole thing, I had a scheduled therapist appointment. I was like, let me go to a therapist, and my like primary doctor person was like, you should see a therapist. So I was like, okay. So I made an appointment and it got canceled because of the coronavirus. So anyways, I was like thinking back to like high school and I was like, how did I even like get through high school? Because obviously I did, because I'm here now. So I was just like thinking about it, and one of the things that I used to do was be like a total fangirl over my favorite celebrity, Riker Lynch, and I became a fangirl over him for like different reasons. It was because he was in a band and he was on a show called Glee. So I would write fan fiction about him in the band or him on Glee. He was a warbler, for those of you who don't know or know what Glee was about and are like, oh, where was he in Glee? He was a warbler. So I used to just like write fan fiction because that would like take my mind to like another place and I could like escape real life. One of the things I've been doing lately, which is not good, is sleeping just so I can escape all of my anxiousness. I would not recommend it. So I decided I'm going to binge watch all of Glee because it's on Netflix, and then like watch like, cause I blocked out like everything from Glee except for like the Warblers and where Riker was and everything like related to the Warblers and Riker. So like I don't even remember what happened in the show really. So I decided I was gonna binge watch that, and then when I'm done, then write fan fiction. And I haven't written fan fiction probably since last year. And fan fiction used to be like my life. Like I would update my books like every single day, sometimes multiple chapters a day. Usually my chapters had like 1,000 words each. Like this was like a thing that I did consistently. And I've like lost like the passion for it probably because I'm just so burnt out, and when I'm done doing my schoolwork, I just don't want to do anything. So I'm trying to get that passion back by watching Glee and fangirling. If you follow me on Snapchat, I'm sorry for my fangirliness, but I'm just trying to get myself back to a better place with my mental health. So also another thing was I used to really love music. I used to play my guitar all the time. I used to take ukulele lessons. Those are on hold because of the coronavirus. But I used to play instruments like all the time. And that was another thing that would get me through my anxiousness, because when you're trying to read lyrics and chords and play the chords and strum, you can't think about your anxiousness because there's too much you gotta focus on instead. So I'm also trying to get back into like that, because that was another big thing. Like the two things I did in high school besides school were play guitar. I didn't play ukulele at the time, but I played guitar and I wrote fan fiction, and I'm not really doing any of those because I'm just like feeling so burnt out, and like I don't want to do anything once I finish my schoolwork. So I'm trying to like get back to my hobbies, what I used to like to do. So, which it is like a struggle because like I feel like I only have so much mental capacity to do stuff, and it's all being used up on school, so by the time I'm done I don't want to do anything else, but I'm making myself do these other things to try to like get back into it, and once I feel like I can get back into it, then it won't be such of a like, oh, I gotta like do this, like, if that makes any sense. So I guess that's like my life update for now. Like, life is fine, like, honestly, like, nothing changes for me, really. For my mom, she wasn't working, so she's just at home, that's, like, normal, and my dad's working from home, so we're all home. We haven't tried to kill each other yet, but, you know, it could still happen. But, like, I guess that's, like, my life update and my mental health update, and what I'm doing to try to help that. Like, I feel like it's more about like pushing myself to not just sit in bed and watch YouTube for hours at a time and sleep, because like that's what I've been doing when I'm done with school. I feel like it's pushing myself to like get out of bed, play an instrument, write fan fiction, go outside, get some fresh air. Like, I would say spend time with my pets, but you all know I spend 23 hours a day with Angel, so I don't really have to add that to my list. But I did brush Angel the other day as like kind of like a self-care thing, because she's shedding her winter coat, so she's like shedding all over the place. So I brushed her, and I've been taking a lot of baths, and like the way I take baths is I'll get like an essential oil and put an essential oil into my bath, and then I'll bring my laptop in and I'll watch something on like YouTube or Netflix, and I'll just like put on a show. I'll do a face mask, I'll wash my face, like just lots of like self-care things to try to help my mental health. And like I've talked to a lot of other people, like my friends and stuff, and like their mental health is terrible right now too. So it's like, let's all have bad mental health together. I don't know. I guess it kind of makes me feel better that like everybody else is like having a tough time, because then it feels like I'm not the only one having a tough time. But like, I don't know. There's like nothing you can like really do, and I feel bad for like my extrovert friends, like Becca. She's an extrovert. She's like going bananas being locked in her house, because she like thrives off of like social interaction and like stuff like that. And like, I don't know, that's not my situation, because I love staying at home, but like, just the fact that you can't like go anywhere to like do anything, like, not that I like to go places, but sometimes like it's nice to get out of the house for ukulele lessons. It's nice to get out of the house to like, I don't know, go to the pharmacy, get like a new eyeliner, get like, I don't know, like it's fun to just once in a while go out, get something, like do something, like, you know. So that's my thoughts for today. And that's why I haven't been posting since my St. Patrick's Day video, because I've just been very anxious and not in a good place. So that's my update. Angel's here, by the way. And she can like, this is like the weird thing. The day that I like had my like complete mental breakdown over school. So I have, how many pets do I have? 4? So my dog, Tank, he can always sense when I'm super anxious. And he usually like hangs out where my parents are, and they're usually like downstairs. But he was always upstairs. He would stand in my doorway and just like stare at me. Like almost as if like, are you okay? Like, what's happening? He was like so concerned, like, because he can sense it. And then my mom has 2 cats. One is Jasper, one is Callie. And Callie she would murder me if she could. She doesn't like me. She's just like, she's one of those cats that is secretly plotting to kill everybody. But Jasper, he kept like coming in my room and like looking at me and just like hanging out and just being like, what's going on? He could sense it too. And Angel, I feel like she's kind of like almost like immune to it, because I feel like I'm kind of just always in a state of anxiousness. So I feel like she's kind of immune to it. But when I had my mental breakdown, she would not stop purring. And it was almost like she was like, I'm gonna sit on you and purr until I sense that you're doing better. So even she could sense it. And like, I feel bad because I feel like I'm like stressing my pets out by being stressed out. Like, I don't know if it's like causing them like distress. Like, it kind of seems like it is. Like, they're like concerned. Like, I feel like Angel, it's not that big of a deal for her because I feel like she's used to it. But like for Tank and Jasper, like I feel like I'm like causing them like to be in distress. Like, I don't know. So anyways, that's it for my video. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know if you're feeling anxious. Let me know if you're doing great. Let me know if you have any tips. Let me know what you're doing in quarantine. In New York, we're basically on lockdown. We can't like go anywhere unless it's to like grocery shop or like stuff like that. Or you could like get arrested. So anyways, comment down below what's going on with you guys. And make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications, leave me a big thumbs up. This video is all over the place. I will see you guys in my next video. I don't know when that's going to be, but I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!